All right, so for the week of January 27th to February 2nd, we've got two assignments this week. We're not covering a chapter. I'm giving you a week to get used to sort of the pace of the course, the way the exam is structured, things of that nature, just in case this is the first online course you've ever taken. So this week, we're having an online discussion concerning bias in the media. And I've given you a link in the discussion post to a PolitiFact website, PolitiFact Texas website. Now, I'm not necessarily married to the website. It's just one of those fun websites that claims to be unbiased. And then I'm going to leave it up to you to take a look at it and determine for yourself as to whether it's unbiased or not. But a little bit further, I want you to really consider just the problem of bias. Can a human being ever be truly biased? And I don't care if you're Mahatma Gandhi or, the guy, Joe down the street. Can you ever make an unbiased opinion? And then, of course, how does that have repercussions when it comes to reporting in the media, politicians giving speeches? You can be a politician and really, really believe in what it is that you're saying, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're an unbiased person reporting to an unbiased crowd. And so we're sort of on this slippery slope argument. On one side, can anyone be biased? Is it even possible? On the other side, if nobody can be biased, so in other words, are we all tragically biased, then how do we ever come to a common ground and do something as simple as pass laws, for example? Do we just take into consider bias and move on with our lives? Or can we actually establish a common ground where bias isn't that big of a factor? The second thing that we need to contend with this week is the first test. So I'm giving you guys two chances on this first test. This will never, ever, 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 ever happen again. So once you take the first test, what I suggest is if you make a grade that you're happy with, don't take the test a second time because I'm taking an average of the two tests. If you're unhappy with your first grade, don't jump back into the test immediately. Study, use your note cards, your flashcards, take a look at your notes, annotate your book if you're writing notes in your book. Spend maybe a day looking over your stuff and then jump back into the exam. From this point forward, every other unit exam, you're going to get one chance, and you're not going to have an entire week to take an exam. It's going to be done in between a Friday and a Sunday. So please take advantage of this. I've got it posted right here, just in case you ignore my videos. Starting next week, on February 9th, don't forget that your first graded written assignment is due. And it's going to be one of the tougher ones of the semester. And it's going to be based on, of course, Republicans versus Democrats, redistricting the state, and all that implies. And it's kind of apropos, I guess, that we're taking a look at bias this week. And your essay on bias, basically, is going to be due, next Saturday, a week from this Saturday? Please, please, please make sure that you click on this link. Please take a look at the attachment. Read through the instructions. Take a look at some of the links that I've provided down here. You certainly don't have to use these, but you can if you want. Make sure you always cite your sources within the body of your paper, and then give me a works cited. If you don't know how to cite, here are a couple links. Address these questions. This is essentially my rubric that I'll be using as I grade your paper. And I believe that's about it. So apologies for the late video this week. Starting next week, we're going to jump back into the chapters, and then everything from this point forward after this week is going to be very, very measured and metered. It's going to be more like the first 2 weeks than this last week. Once again, you can tweet me at Thrasymachus. You can contact me at ccooper@nctc.edu. or you can send me an email. And by the way, I prefer this. Send me an email through the Angel Communication tab, or tweeting me is fine as well. And I will talk to you guys again next week. Thank you.